Hello, my name is Second, and we are playing Godslapper's Paradise. And first thing we're going to do today, we are going to make a resonating wand from Astral Sorcery. And completing that will get us an Ender Pearl. Now, between episodes, I boxed up some more villagers and got some more enchantments. We got Fortune 4 on the pick. And we're going to use our resonating wand here to go looking for special ore. We're looking for rock crystals. And they're really rare, and they're down at bedrock level. And sometimes you find them just by chance, but usually you don't. The best way to find them is once the sun sets, hold on to your resonating wand, and you'll see some particles coming up from the ground. I'm assuming we're anywhere near some rock crystals. Aha! We got some down there. Let's go to it. And as you get closer to them, you can kind of see a faint particle effect. Get a little stronger as... Ooh, that's nice. We'll take that. You do quite well with Fortune 4, as you might expect. There we go. There they are. Now we should get, well, we got 2. Any more around? I don't see any. Okay, here's another spot. Hopefully we'll have better... Oh, we're right in our mine. Let's see. There we go. Alright. Well, 4 will get us started. Now you'll notice they don't stack. They all have different qualities. This one, I think we're going to get a lot of use out of. So we're going to need to make ourselves a light well. And we'll need some of this marble that our little stone setup has been generated for us. We're going to need 3 chiseled marble, or 2 chiseled marble and 3 rune marble, is what I'm trying to say. We can make those right in our stone cutter. There's a runed, there's a chiseled. Now we'll need a couple of these aquamarines. Now we have our altar set up right outside. It does need to be exposed to the sky. And here's the recipe. Now, nothing's gonna happen. This little bar, it needs to have starlight in it. We can't even find out how much starlight until it's dark out here, so we're gonna have to wait until nightfall. Astral Sorcery is the mod that adds these eclipses. It does get dangerous out when there's an eclipse. There's a constellation we can discover later on. You can only discover it the night after there's an eclipse. Now, as night's falling, this will slowly fill up to the appropriate amount of however much starlight's around, and how much the table can hold. The stuff doesn't get used as such. For instance, you right-click on it with your resonating wand to start it. It makes this thing without using any of this. This is just about how much starlight is available. And then what you do... This thing is for getting liquid starlight, which we're gonna need to make some other items. You can take the rock crystals if you're feeling wealthy, but the main thing you do is you just pop an aquamarine on there, and I have tried to automate these things. Might be able to do it with some kind of click machine. That I've never tried, but I know normal pipes don't work. Slowly but surely, liquid starlight will gather up in there. You can never tell how much you get from any given aquamarine. You can get a whole well. You can get a third of a bucket. This will go whether or not it's dark. So we're going to sleep through the night. Alright, this one's already out. That's definitely not a bucket's worth. I'm gonna go get some more aquamarine. Now, if you don't know where to find it, you find it underwater. It's an ore that you see in sand. There's some. It is affected by fortune. So, even though picks aren't the greatest thing to mine sand with, we got fortune 4 on our pick and it's worth it. Yeah, this is still just the second aquamarine. We're getting a lot more out of it. In fact, we probably have a bucket's worth in there. Now what we're gonna do, for the time being, we're just gonna put the bucket on the ground. We're gonna need some infused wood. I'm gonna take my magnet helmet off. Now we're just gonna throw a bunch of logs in here. You can see the particle effects. This will make your infused wood without actually using up the starlight. If you have the starlight, the infused wood is free. What we need, though, is a phasic resonator. Now, some parts of the world have more starlight than others. Okay, we're going to need a gold and 2 marble, I think. The phasic resonator helps you see where those places are. And the infused wood itself has a pretty nice texture. Now you can always tell you got enough starlight when you see the picture of the thing you want to make. Just right click. Come on. Wonderful. Now I doubt there's going to be a spot on the island. It seems like you only see this stuff in vanilla biomes. Okay, so it's not going to be right where I was going to put the house. That's good. Let's check over here. I was thinking about putting a farm over here. But it's always possible that this is a great place for starlight. There's a pretty good spot over there. And that kind of dark blue stuff is what you're looking for. If you can see it looking like it's shot through with little stars, that's a great spot. Okay, yeah, this is what we're looking for. We're gonna put our setup. Where are we gonna put it? I guess we're gonna put it right here. We'll have to build up somewhat. Now these altars, except for the first one, they kind of go on large multi-block structures. And this is probably tall enough for the time being. We're just going to pop this down here. And we're going to see what's involved in making a starlight crafting altar. That is the next tier. So we'll need a bucket of starlight. We'll need another crystal. And, some marble that we can make in the stone cutter. Now if you go into the exploration section of your Astral manual, you'll see the recipe, and you'll also see that it goes on a multi-block structure. The white marble is all from the stone cutter. The black marble is sooty marble. And the way you make that is with coal. There we go. And with regular marble. Just like that. Now I'm just putting a little bit down to stand on. It doesn't need to be here to get the next tier altar. We're gonna, I need a crystal. And while we're at it, let's see what the rewards were. Okay, aquamarine. I'm hoping for some of this we'll get rock crystals as a reward. I can't remember. I wrote the quests and have no idea what we get. Okay, we should have everything. Plenty of starlight over here. You can really see the difference from it wasn't even half full over there by where the house is going to be. Alright. What do we get for that one? A couple more aquamarine, okay. But I think... Now we right click with our resonating wand and we can see the rest of the structure that needs to go here. Looks like I went a little bit overboard on sooty marble, but that's okay. Now these are multi-level, And when you've finished one level, you'll see the ghost images for the next. Last piece. Very nice. Now you can have stuff on here. It's no problem. What we're looking to do next is make an attunement altar. So we'll need some star metal for that. So we're gonna... Where'd it go? There it is. So we're gonna need a linking tool. Let's see. It's mostly safe over here, not completely safe. Okay, another crystal. I wonder if we can find some more of those rock crystals. We're down to 2. Okay, that's much more than 2. Okay, that's more what I was looking for. Sun's still up, and we're starting to get starlight. Can't even see the moon yet. This is a really good spot. This is gonna make us a linking tool. We'll be able to use that in conjunction with the collector crystal in that temple to do some interesting things, not the least of which is make star metal. Almost there. Alright. Then there's one more thing that we're gonna want to make. Right when this is done, well, really 2 more. We're gonna make one thing and then upgrade it. We're gonna make ourselves a lens, just aquamarine and a glass pane. And you can make a lot of these at once. You're not restricted to just making one. You don't need any more or less starlight to make a bunch than you need to make one. We're gonna make ourselves, come on. First, this looking glass, which we could use to identify constellations. Like there's one there. It's not my favorite, because it's the lowest tier. It's fine. The telescope is the 2nd tier. We could have made the looking glass with, I think, even the last altar. This thing's far superior. This you actually, place down, and it gives you discrete sections of the sky. There's one here that we'll need to draw. But I want to go ahead and make the star metal, right now. All exposed. We did that, I think, episode 1. Now what you do is put whatever block you want to link to down. You right-click on the collector crystal, and then you right-click on the blocks that you want it to link it to, and it'll do some transformation. In this case, it's making a star metal ore. Once you've linked to a block, you don't have to relink it. It'll stay linked to the air block. Very convenient to have this right here by our setup. Now, right now, there's only 5 constellations that we can learn. Once we attune ourselves... I'm all lagged out. There we go. Where'd it go? There it is. Once we attune ourselves, we'll be able to identify a whole bunch more, and then there's another upgrade where we'll be able to do 4 more. So what we're looking for is this. These big flickering stars, right? That'll correspond to one of the constellations in here. I don't know which one that is. We'll just kind of connect some, see if we can identify all of the potential stars here. It looks like it's got stars all over like that. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What could it be? It could be this one. No, that's only got 6. It could be Evoriso, or it could be Armara. Let's see. So if we were to take it like so, right? think like that. And maybe like this? No? I think I was pretty close. I just had this one connected to here. Yeah, there we go. Now we've discovered our Mara. And as we, once we attune ourselves, we'll be able to see some of these better. You can get one more. Yeah, that's Avitas. That's the one we want. Well, we got another quest completion for our linking tool. That gave us some more iron ore, which we could use to make some more star metal. Of course, now we have some star metal, and there should be a quest reward for that. More star metal. So what we're gonna need for this, all told, is 8 more lenses. I'll make those now. And then we're gonna need 8 astral relays. Now we'll be using these for a few things. We're gonna take, that's 6. What am I out of? Planks. Alright, there's the rest of them. Chop down a tree. One of these we're gonna want to make into an attunement altar. And that's not how you spell attunement, but that is. We're gonna need a starlight crafting altar. We're gonna need 4 runed marble. Okay. There we go. Got everything. Whoops. Do we not have enough starlight? We don't quite have enough starlight, but hopefully it'll get there as it gets darker. Like basically from midnight on, and close to midnight on, you've got access to the maximum amount of starlight that this thing can pick up. It'll be any second. Yep, there we go. Now this thing is a much fancier animation. This is the center of the attunement altar setup. Now this thing's big. Cleared out some room. We'll probably end up building out at least somewhat for it. But you can do the same thing with this as we did with the other altars. You just right click with your resonating wand and it'll show you where to put the blocks. This is actually too close to our other altar. Alright. Now, to program this thing to the constellation you want, well, you first got to know the constellation you want. In our case, it's Avitas. So we're going to pull the constellation paper out. We're going to hold it in either hand. Offhand is definitely best for this. And we should see, maybe not until it gets dark, but we should see something that tells us where to place these astral relays. Okay, yeah, there we go. It's getting a little darker. You can see these blue spots. They're a little faint right now, but as it gets darker, they should become more obvious. Yeah, put your relays right down on where you see those spots. It'll be in the shape of the constellation of the paper you're holding in your hand. One more somewhere. Yeah. And now, when the constellation in question is in the sky, we'll get some fanciness out here. We're gonna put this back in here. When is Avitas? Okay, so I guess it's brightest around the new moon. What do we have? Well, it's definitely not the new moon. So I don't know if we're going to see anything here. We'll give it a minute. Yeah, so don't panic if you don't see it right away. I don't think Avitas is in the sky tonight. In fact, I see something way over there on the horizon. So we'll have to come back another night. Heyo! Yeah, once it happens, there's no mistaking it. Now what you do is you just hop in, and you get this like really cool cinematic animation, which you don't see too very often in Minecraft. I really like it. Oh, we got jerks on the hillside. I have to go jerk hunting. But this is the attunement process. This is attuning us to the constellation of Venus. This is going to unlock the perk tree in our our Astral notebook, and will allow us to gain experience to spend on perk points through placing blocks. Alright. And that completed a quest for us. But before we do anything else, now we'll be able to pick a bunch of these up and start gaining knowledge of new constellations. That's why you want to pick up more than your original 5. Okay, so we got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another 8. Now, Horologium is only visible, there we go, on the night following an eclipse, which are always at noon. But the other ones are visible, and in the course of the next few nights, hopefully we can learn what there is to learn. We'll also be able to get Horologium on its second appearance in this world, which is pretty cool. Okay, I learned what I could while the night lasted. Now we'll take a look at our perks tree. Now we start here because we attuned ourselves to a Venus. We got 2 maximum life, and all of these are useful in their way. We'll get to how the gem sockets work. But we're looking to get to a couple of places. We're looking to get to here, +1 luck. We're looking to get to over here, always 1 level of fortune. And we want to come down through the middle to get over to these armor and elemental increases. But it all starts, we got a Venus, so it's +5 increased armor, or 5% and 2%, or 2% life and 3% reach. We're gonna go for the armor. And as we place blocks, we'll get more perk points to spend. Now, we didn't get sufficient dark oak saplings. We got like 2 right now, and that ain't working. So 4 ender pearls and purple dye and an emerald. We can make that thing, the warp stone. I've got it in my hand. I'll take a look at the recipe again real quick. This will allow us to travel to any warp stone we've discovered. So we can go wherever we're going, do whatever it is that we need to do. That's just 1. We'll get a few more. And then when we're ready to go, well, wherever we want, but in this case, home, we just hold down right click. Now we're home. Now this thing says it has a durability. I've never seen it actually take durability damage. Now I did a bunch of digging, and we got a good amount of perk points. So we're gonna grab these 2 and start moving to the outer rim and up. Okay, what do we want here more? Negative status effect, armor, starlight regeneration, plants path. I think we're gonna go up this way. Alright. And here we have a combination village temple. Put it down. That's pretty cool. There's like a house right in it. A little awkward. Hey, buddy. Your house stinks. Let's hop down here. We do have the artifacts mod in this, so hopefully we'll get some pretty good stuff. Let's see. Okay, these are cool. Those will give us some experience. A little bit of rosite. We don't really need the leather, do we? What else do we have? God, we already have tea seeds. An indestructible pick. That's kind of cool. Molten cores. Always handy. And, okay, we found a skill crystal. That's cool. Nothing super wild. That's okay. Now, if you've never seen these skill books before, they're from Enigmatic Legacy. There's versions of them in all 3 vanilla dimensions. And you'll gain knowledge points from the mod, and you'll also gain experience, which is nice. Come here. What you got? Cacti's okay, nothing that great. Now I'm gonna start building a farm, and I want to use some nice wood for part of the floor. This carpenter's table is from the chipped mod, and there are a bunch of workstations. They all do different stuff, but they're all basically stone cutters. Got all these options for different kinds of wood planks, and you go through the chipped entry in JI. You can see all the different stuff you can make with it. Another thing I want to make to help us build is the trowel from cork. This will place blocks randomly from your hotbar. So if we wanted to mix some fancy jungle and some fancy oak, we could just like that. So now that we got this, and we could have done this with one of the earlier tiers, I want to make us a cave illuminator. Cave illuminator does just what it sounds like. It'll slowly light up the caves below it in a pretty wide radius. And my experience anyway is that you can move it around, and the lights that it leaves are fine. We're going to need some illumination powder, which is just 4 glowstone and an aquamarine. And then the cave illuminator itself is just 2 of the illumination powder, some aquamarine, a little bit of rune marble. Be a second before it's dark enough to make it. Hey, there we have it. Take just a second here. Very nice. Now for the time being, for lack of a better place to put it, we're just going to pop it down out here. It's got, a nice little texture. And it's working right now. It's placing little invisible lights, or, well, very visible lights, underground. We'll see one down there eventually. Now, next thing I want to do, I want to make ourselves a jetpack. That will help us a great deal. First thing we're going to need is this leather strap. It's not very hard to make. Just 3 leather. And where's the iron? Right here. A couple iron ingots. We're going to go kill the Ender Dragon. We're going to start. We got to start. Excuse me. With the lowest tier jetpack. Now each jetpack takes 11 of these coils of different types, depending on what sort of jetpack you're making. So we'll need 44 iron for each one. Well, we got plenty. And we got plenty of redstone. And we got plenty of sticks. So we'll start out with 11 of these, right? 8, 9, 10, 11. There we go. Now, the wooden jetpack, as you might expect, is it's definitely not the best jetpack that you can get. We're going to go ahead and make a couple furnaces. You know what? We're just going to make 8 furnaces. Each tier of these uses 2 thrusters, and each thruster uses a furnace in its crafting recipe. So we're going to need 5 of these wood energy cells. Now with that and the furnaces, we can make 2 thrusters, and we can make a capacitor, and we have our first jetpack. Now, this is not going to get us very far. We can upgrade to copper or to stone. We might as well do stone, because we're going to move right along to iron after that. It's the same sort of recipe. We'll need another Another 44 of the coils. And it's the same idea. You make 5 of the energy cells. We can make... What happened to all my furnaces? There they are. I put them in with the wood for some reason. I'm gonna make 2 stone thrusters. Need just a little bit more stone. And the stone capacitor. And then we can just go ahead and make our stone jetpack. Now the iron jetpack is now where we're starting to talk about something here. This uses advanced coils. So we're going to need 11 of those, which means we're going to need 44 gold, which we do indeed have. So we'll go ahead and make a bunch of these up. There we go. And the rest of it is pretty much just like you'd expect, except it's iron this time instead of stone. We'll need 5 iron energy cells. We'll need 1 iron capacitor, 2 iron thrusters, and then we have our iron jetpack. Now the gold jetpack uses we don't have enough we don't have enough gold to make that one, so let's see. It should be good enough, I think. I move the battery down here. Now we can just put this in here and it'll fill right up. Now we could use some better armor. So cyclic adds emerald armor, which is a little bit better than diamond in terms of protection. I think the durability is lower, but with some protection on this stuff and our fancy helmet, we should be good to go. Now before we go to the end, we are going to take a quick stop by the Nether. We've barely done anything here. I don't even think we've gone to a Nether fortress. So we ought to see if we can find one. Now, where do we have... Oh, I'm lagged out. I remember where I have the engine. Okay, hover is 7, 9. Okay. Holy crow. That guy comes up. There he is. Yeah. I like that. I want to find another fort. Okay, yeah, there's one right over here. There should be some good chests in it. That'll be fun to check out. I don't want to get too distracted, but there'll be some good chests up here. As well as some roots. Ah, no problem. Alright. Let's see, little couple gold, skill crystals, silver coins. And better bow than I have. Oh, and flax seeds. Wonderful. Let's do this one real quick. Okay. +1 armor. I like that. I like netherite scrap. That's awesome. I'll take 1 more flax seed. Yeah. All time. And one of these guys in here. Wonderful. Oh, we have plenty of skulls. Uh-huh. Okay. These are the nether version of the skill tomes. We got overworld versions of the ones from the repurposed pillager tower, because I think it's still kind of the same loot tables as that. And we definitely want to raid a bastion. And this looks like just the right kind of bastion to raid. I see treasure rooms. Let's see if we can lure these guys off. Hello! That's right. Fall down. Come here, you. Bye-bye. These guys aren't that bright. Alright. These are good stuff. Not that good. Gold blackstone. I don't need iron. I don't know why I'm taking it. We got another one through here. Oh, I thought I knocked these guys off the thing. There you go. So, this should be a real lucky find. We'll probably have a couple more chests we can loot. And then there should be a whole bunch of gold down there at the bottom, and we'll be able to make a much better jetpack. Okay. Very, very happy day. What do we got in here? Oh, we got a full netherite ingot. Awesome. Okay, now we got plenty of gold. And it's the same deal. 5 batteries, 1 capacitor. We'll need our furnaces. Perfect. And we got the thrusters. And we got the gold jetpack. Now the gold jetpack, this one holds 800,000. We used about 500,000, that little jaunt through the nether. This one holds 10 million. Now it does burn through it slightly faster, but you'll fly for a heck of a lot longer, and that's what you want to do if you're going to go to the end. Now this thing only holds 6 million, so we'll be waiting for a bit for that to charge up. Now next thing I want to do is find a stronghold, but we're not going to go chasing around after I as a vendor. We're going to make ourselves an explorer's compass, which is for structures, as the nature's compass is to biomes. We're just going to need a vanilla compass, and we need, 4 spider webs. Now, we don't have any spider webs, but we do have 32 string. And along with our string, we have some honeycombs. Put it right in there like that. Now we can just go ahead and craft ourselves 4 cobwebs. Now we have our explorer's compass. Now hopefully the stronghold won't be too far away. We are pretty much right at spawn. Okay, we found one. It's farther away than I'd like, but it is what it is. Okay, we're getting close. This thing will start to spin. I think when we're right above the portal. Oh, okay. Sometimes these measure the blocks underground as distance. This must be like pure XY, or XZ, I really should say. So let's head down. And here we are. Awesome. Let's go ahead and see if we can't find... Okay. I see it. It's down to the... Oh, there's a monster box. It's down there to the southeast. We'll find our way there. Alright. Okay, here we are. We have the blank eyes trinket, so we can just look at the Endermans without difficulty. We don't need the torch in our offhand, but we should be able to just one-shot these things. Not too worried about the dragon. And we'll be back. Maybe this time? Yeah! Very nice. got a fancy gun from Advent of Ascension. I like that. And now it should be a relatively simple matter to find an end city and loot it. Let's see. Oh, nice. Hopefully it has a ship. Yep. Awesome. Let's go deal with this real quick. Grab some end rods while we're at it. Gotta love sharpness 6. Awesome. We'll run down. Whoop. We got the old flighty flight on us. Never have too many brewing stands. Yeah. Nice. Now let's see. We got some chorus pearls, some astral dust. Endermosh probably. Yeah, okay. Oh, an extra dimensional eye. That's cool. We can use those to teleport mobs around. Oh, and we're gonna take that. And I got some more chests. And we're home. Well, I think we're gonna call it there. We got a lot done today, so thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.